We have a public holiday here in the UK that I'm sure many other countries celebrate, possibly by a different name, but here we call it Take Your Stupid Husband to Work Day. And that's why, earlier in the year, poor Susie had to take me and my cameras when she jetted off to LA. She's right there. Jet lag. The struggle is real. The UK is 8 hours ahead of Los Angeles, which means that when we finally got to bed at 9:30 that evening, our bodies were saying, oh my goodness, it's 5:30 in the morning, can we go to bed now please? Which means we're going to be great for the sunrises, but not so good for the sunsets. For this trip we were packing the Canon AF35M and Yashica T4 for point and shoot duties, and the 35mm was handled by this titanium OM4 and the 35mm f2 lens. Then there's the two Mamiya 7s. Why two? Well, I can never make my mind up between black and white or colour, and then of course there's the panoramic adapter. And finally, Super 8 duties were handled by the most excellent Beaulieu 488 ZM2. This stunning morning light disappeared faster than you can say Portra 800. Luckily, just around the corner was the Cole Hotel and its illuminated sign. We were just cruising around before breakfast and I spotted this lead sled 51 Ford shoebox in a parking lot outside a motel. It seemed too good an opportunity not to whip out the plastic fantastic Canon AF35M and get a couple of nice grainy-licious HP5 images. Somebody got a huge box of coloured Sharpies for Christmas. Or maybe this old RV was parked next to a paint factory when it exploded. Susie really wanted to have breakfast at this place called The Farm. To be fair, it was really good, and it gave me an opportunity to load some Cinestill 50D. Apparently, this is an excellent hotel. We didn't stay there. We heard that this place was really good too, but we didn't stay there either. The legend that is the Yashica T4, mostly because of the price these days. But Susie's had this camera from new, and for her it's turned out to be the perfect point and shoot. These baby sculptures were amazing. and ever so slightly creepy. This shot looked way better in my head, but when I was walking back I saw this really cool Volvo P1800 pull up to the lights, so that kind of saved the day on that one. Whenever I scan one of these images from the Mamiya 7, I'm always really impressed at just how sharp every lens in the system is. I'm also really liking the red halations on the highlights from the Cinestill 50D. We didn't stay here either. Mostly because the motel had closed down a long time ago, but who doesn't love an old sign? Our motel was very authentic Rat Pack. Well, apart from this sign, of course. So as the sun set on our first day in Palm Springs, I managed to film yet another shot of food panning up to Susie. Clearly, I'm a creature of habit, but at least they're two of my favourite things. I did say we'd be better at sunrises than sunsets, but 0430, what were we thinking? However, we did make it to Bombay Beach for the most magnificent sunrise. I know you're supposed to love all your children equally, but this is my favourite shot from the trip. So the good people at the weather office were correct. It was very windy and a lot colder than it looks in these pictures. The famous Bombay beach drive-in. This was the first photograph I took that morning when we pulled in. It was in the blue hour just before sunrise, and that's why the lights on the sign are on. I want to take a minute to thank all those artists that expressed themselves at Bombay Beach. This is such a photograph community, and that's down to their never-ending creative efforts. So thank you, you wonderful crazy people. Yeah, I know everybody stops by the gas station and grocery store on the way in or out of Bombay Beach, but it was our first time there, so we figured it'd be rude not to.